Now, this video is very special because firstly, I've got Ivan here to talk about 3 tips on how to build best Airbnb websites. Now, firstly, let's welcome Ivan to this video. How are you, Ivan?
Again. I'm good. I'm glad to be back again.
Yeah, back on the channel. By the way, guys, Ivan's actually done a full journey video in my channel about just discussing about building websites and stuff like that. But in this video, Ivan, I wanted to bring this series to making sure you're the expert on this topic, right? Building websites for Airbnb owners. So I want to give viewers 3 tips on building a best Airbnb website. Right now, it could be the do's on what not to do as well. So firstly, I think let's talk about who you are.
So as you guys know in the previous podcast, my name is Ivan. I'm actually the director of Studio 12.
Yeah.
And so we have been creating direct booking websites for the past 3 years now.
You have?
Actually 3 years, 2 days ago.
Oh, there you go, guys. Please comment down below the celebration of the anniversary.
So it's pretty good. So that's what we do. We've made over 100 websites already during that 3 years. So it's been quite a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very long time.
For sure. So let's get into like tip number 1, Ivan, because I think viewers down there, and we've got people watching from all over the world, right? So they want to know, what's your tip number 1 building an Airbnb website?
Don't use templates. That's number 1. Okay, because I have seen so many websites on the onboarding session or on the demo session. We have seen websites that all looks the same as the other ones. The reason why that's a tip is because you want to make sure that you are not mistaken of being the other business, right? I've seen this happen to you many times that, you know, they saw them on Airbnb, they look them up on Google, but it's not them.
No.
They thought it was them.
Yeah, right? And it feels like because it's a template used alongside other people. Yeah, and to be fair, like sometimes I think Fiverr is the worst part. The guys in Fiverr, when you hire them for very cheap, what do? They
just reduplicate whatever they've got.
Whatever they've done for somebody else's, right? So, and do you know what? Off topic, this is something interesting because I say to I've stopped saying clients to go to Fiverr for logo now because all they do is they put the house sign.
Tell me about it.
And I'm like, your brand will not look any different.
No.
So great tip, Ivan. I think I love that. I think, you know, people watching this, and I know you might be new to obviously creating website, but guys, I think there's ways not to take an influence of a template. The idea is do not look like other people. Because once you use a template, you look like somebody else's.
And you're never going to stand out.
And you will never stand out. Amazing. Right. So let's talk about tip number 2.
Yes. Tip number 2 is do not make your website look pretty. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong. It's a very good thing to do. Yeah. Make your website look pretty, but always focus on the customer journey.
Okay, and elaborate that. People want to know what customer journey is. Customer
journey is how easy it is for your website to be used by someone else. That is probably, you know, the question you guys should ask if you are looking to do your own website. For me, when we started the agency, my question is, can my grandmother use this website?
Yeah, fantastic.
Right? Yeah, because if they can, then you do have a good flow of a customer journey there.
Yeah.
Because if your website is, for example, confusing and people are going to different places, once they visit it, you're going to lose them easily.
Yeah, for sure. When people talk about making look pretty, I think we're all a victim of that. I think, you know, people watching this, like I remember building my GrowYourBnb website when it used to be like 4 or 5 years ago, is more basic. And then I'm like, I want to make it look pretty. And then I'm like, but then my team's like, it doesn't really make sense. We need to be. And this is where I think I can relate to customer behaviors. And obviously my background is I want to be able to talk to you guys about guest behaviors and why they book. Guests want simple journey, right? They want to be able to go into website, know what property you have. They do not care about how pretty the website looks. Obviously you want to have a standard of a website.
It's a bonus if it looks good.
It's a bonus but it's not why somebody will actually book you or not.
Yeah.
And it's a great point, I think, Ivan. I totally agree. And I know for the fact when I have client calls, I'm like, let's not worry about how pretty it looks. Let's make sure that people find what they need in the most efficient way.
Exactly.
So then they can make a decision to book.
Just to add on that one, why do you think Airbnb is so successful, right?
Simple.
Simplicity.
It is true.
Right?
It is true. If you go into the website, you're right.
Yeah, because at the moment, like Airbnb is so good at these things because you can get things within 3 clicks, and that's exactly what we do as well.
Yeah.
You know, we do everything within 3 clicks.
Yeah.
But in a different manner of trying to make sure that your target audience can understand what you're trying to tell them what to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree. And actually, do you know what? In hindsight, I didn't ever thought about it. How basic Airbnb's website is based on guest behavior. They've literally invited you, made a search, found the properties, and let you book.
Exactly, and it should work exactly the same thing as your website.
The same concept. Yeah. So let's go with the last tip. Actually, before we do this, guys, the next video, I've actually forced Ivan to make you guys a special video on how to build the website, right? So series number 1, we spend a bit of time about what is Airbnb direct booking website, why you need on the second series, because you know, Ivan, you probably know this, and you talk about direct booking website, but also we need to protect people, and understanding that a direct booking can sometimes bring chargebacks.
Oh yeah.
And issues if they don't do their right due diligence.
Correct, yeah.
So let's talk about the third tip. Imagine this, that nobody knows about this. What people watching this, what should they know about this?
Okay, so third tip is, we all know everybody's got channel managers. Channel managers do allow you to create your own direct booking website.
They do, yeah.
But one thing, the reason why this is a tip is because when you create your direct booking website through a channel manager, there's a couple of things why you shouldn't do it.
Okay, amazing.
So one thing is, when that channel manager do tend to, let's say they close down, or you're looking to move channel manager, you will lose your website because you can't take that with you. They own that website, you don't own it.
Guys, now in very simple words, Ivan's made a great point about this. If you build a website through an X platform, you are liable to be with that channel manager, because if you say, I don't want this channel manager anymore, you've lost all the hard work you put in to build that website.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. Okay, tell us more, Ivan. So basically, I can spend hours trying to make my channel manager software's website look amazing.
Yeah.
The thing we mentioned earlier, pretty nice. Yeah, all of that. And then I can effectively lose it tomorrow if I want to move it to another one.
Yeah, pretty much. And the thing is, with channel managers, you can't even make it look pretty as well. You can't customize it the way you should if you will do the approach of, I want to make a website on Wix, WordPress, Squarespace. You have the flexibility to customize it, add some pages into it. You know, that's with a third party, right? Because a channel manager, you can't do it because it's just a simple direct booking website. Another thing why we don't, recommend channel managers, because you can't do SEO.
You can't. Guys, I think, look, this is where Ivan's expertise is coming, because he does this days in, days out. And the things that he's mentioned today was based on the fact that knowing and understanding how those problems are bringing to people's Airbnb owners like yourself, who's going, I want to build a website, you know, how do I build it? And then there's so many things. Then after that, there's a lot of questions coming in board. And I'm glad, Ivan, I brought you into channel again to talk about this actual kind of tips that people need to understand before they go and implement it. I'm sure there's 3 things you've talked about, which is don't use a template. The second one was don't make it look pretty. And the last one, using channel manager can sometimes problem at later date of your journey. So to end this video, Ivan, what can people expect on the next video that you're going to do? Because the last series video we're doing, basically showing people how to build their website.
This is the final episode.
So that's the final episode that we're going to do.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be showing full transparency on how we create websites.
Love that.
From scratch. So everything that you need, from where to place things. As a section on your website, I will cover that on the next video. So you can literally just, watch it, pause it, do it yourself, try and implement it yourself. But there will be some few golden nuggets that I'm going to be implementing on that video, so you guys can apply it to your own website. And I'm sure that's going to be quite a good video.
Amazing. And guys, look, I hope you've enjoyed me and Ivan kind of discussing our expertise. And me being in the industry 6 years, you've been in the industry over 3 years, build like hundreds of websites, and me working with like hundreds and hundreds of property owners in UK, Dubai, US, and everywhere. I truly believe right now is the best time for you guys to build an Airbnb website. However, do go and check out the first 2 series where I talk about why you should be doing it and what value you're bringing to the business, because you just don't want to build a website that never performs.
No, of course not. I mean, days in, days out, like we said, we've been doing this, and we always look at the analytics of the website, because you can't say that when you make a direct booking website, it will perform straight away. You need to make sure you have the analytical side of the things, where you actually see the customer behavior as well once they land on your website. Because technically, this is a shop front, and you need to be able to get the data you need in order for you to actually scale this to the next level.
Love that. Yeah, and it is a shop front, guys. That's what you're offering through your website. And Ivan, I'm really excited for the next video, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this series video, and I would love you to leave a comment, a difficult question for Ivan on the comments, so he's got to come back and answer them for you guys. But Ivan, thank you so much for taking time out and doing this video for us again. Pleasure. And yeah, I guess everyone who watches GrowYourBnB video are looking forward to the next video.
I'm looking forward to this. My first time doing it, so I'm ready to spill the beans.
Yeah, let's do it. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching another GrowYourBnB video. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe and share, and we'll be back with another video soon.